Hello and welcome to this charcoal study. I want to draw this very magnificent old face. And what I do first is I divide the face into three parts. The first line is the hairline, and I will show you. This is 1/3. Then we have the brow line, so that's 1/3. From the brow line to the attachment of the nose line is 1/3. And then from there to the chin line is also 1/3. What I do first is I draw in the position of the head. Now the head is not tilted forwards or backwards. It's quite straight. And then I divide the first line into three parts. I need this to determine where the brow will be. And as you can see, the tip of the nose is diving underneath the nose line. What's also very nice is that the upper lip is more backwards than the lower lip. So the lower lip sticks out, and this gives us a magnificent profile. Very interesting face, and the old people have so many lines in their faces. So those are excellent studies. If you want to see the whole process in real time, you can visit me on my Patreon page. The next thing I do is to decide where the eye socket is going to be. And as you can see, there are a lot of wrinkles and loose skin around the eye, and it's bulking over the edge of the eye, the whole of the eye inside the skull. The eyes lie deep in the skull, so I take notice of that, and I watch the distance between the wrinkles of the eye and the side of the nose. Now the iris itself is flattened because we are looking at the profile. So the iris is not round, but it is an oval. Then we can see the upper and lower eyelid, and the eye socket itself catches a lot of shadow. Then, once I have the eye in place, I can see and I can watch how the ear is situated on this face. And you can also watch the distance between the side of the ear and the back of the neck. So in that way you also know where to place the eye. The earlobe is situated just in line with the nostril. Then I place in the first shadow of the cheek line, and I just give this a gray value. The whole underneath of the face and the neck. And there are also wrinkles on the side of the head, and I also place in the line of the hair. As you can see, the hair is growing a bit more to the back, so he's kind of balding in the front, and the whole area of the hair I just give a gray value. I watch for the lines in the face itself, and you can see the bones in the face, on the cheeks. And what is also noticeable is how the ear is attached upon the face. Here you can see the high bones inside the face and the shadow that it draws, because the left side of the face is lighter than the side of the face, because the light is coming from the left, the top left, because there's also a big shadow underneath the nose and underneath the nose itself. Around the mouth there are a lot of wrinkles, just as they are on the attachment of the ear. The shadows I gradually place by putting in layers of charcoal. And by putting layer over layer, I simply dare to go darker and darker as I proceed this sketch. I keep the lines in my mind and I try to draw them in, but not too obvious. But I do want to show that this is an elderly man, and he has a lot of wrinkles in his face. And the eye socket itself catches a lot of shadow. So also this I gradually build up. And he's wearing a black sweater. Now if you don't want to have your head floating in the air, your head study, it is very smart to also draw in the clothing, a bit of the clothing itself. And also that sweater, I give a gray value. Now the side of the face is much darker than the front of the face. So I put in an extra layer of the charcoal so that the face pops out really light. And even though the reference picture has a white background, I simply start to place a little bit of darkness on the background from this man, so that his front of the face will pop out even more. I draw in some playful hairs. I exaggerate them a little bit. And I also place a little bit of the shadow on the tip of the forehead. And I make the color a little bit more higher, so that it really looks like it's bending over the back of the neck. I always keep a close eye on the gray values as much as I can, but here and there I alter them a little bit. Then I take a dry tissue and I simply start rubbing in the charcoal pigments into the paper, and then I take my pencil eraser to erase out the background. In that way I automatically get a skin value for the whole of the face, while I simply light up the background. Then I use the pencil eraser for the highlights. because now I have a very thin layer of charcoal. I can easily erase parts in the face to bring out the light, and this gives it a kind of a painterly effect, and I love that a lot. So this is actually just a very nice gray value study. And once you've rubbed in the charcoal pigments, the blackness will disappear a little bit too, but you can simply put that back by going over the erased charcoal parts. Just put the layer back with your charcoal pencil, and in that way you get quite a realistic idea. So this is my study of a very beautiful old man, and should you want to watch the whole process in real time, then you can visit me on my Patreon page. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon.